Hey, and welcome back to the OEB Let's Play series on Oldbrook V2. Continuing the silage harvest, I've now filled up the clamp in the sheep farm. We're going to run this up to the BGA. Now we'll start the course recording from this side. I did realise that I had to readjust the course for the harvester. He's going to have to do a couple more headlands. The tractors are still trying to dive in the hedges. Minor problem. We will get there. While recording this course, the other two tractors are on hold. We'll keep to the outside edge of the field. Hopefully it won't interfere with anything else. But the up and down part does start from the side the combine's on now. So if I start the course from over there, they should peel off to the left, head back there, do this little circuit and get out the field nicely. Now we're going to be going up the climb, which you can see out the window there, just next to the mirror. Here. All the zigzags. So it's going to take a little while. It's going to be a slow process finishing this harvest, but it will be worth it when it's done, because we can buy a loading shovel or take the telehandler in there and start earning some money. After all the money we've shelled out so far, that'd be a good idea to start putting some back in the coffers, maybe even pay off the loan a little bit. But I'm not too worried. This is more about showing off the map rather than running the game properly for profit. This is a lovely little hill for the MR engines. As you can see, nice and steep. It's a reason why I've stuck to the Gilbert 1800 trailers and I didn't keep the bigger ones that I bought thinking these couldn't carry chaff. Just because we're not using the bigger tractors, we're using the little ones. Like even the Massey here, it's 100. It's in the hundreds. It's definitely not in the twos for brake horse. So she's only a baby. Show her a big hill with a big trailer and she will quit on you. That's the realism of the MR. You've got to match your implements and trailers to the power of your tractors. If you have the bigger tractors, you get the bigger implements. And we could have gone for the triaxle trailer. But the little Massey, she would not get that up here. I think it carries 58,000 litres, that one. So it's over twice the capacity of the little trailer we've got on now. Obviously the weight of the product comes into it with the MR engine. So chaff, you can get quite a lot of chaff onto a trailer. The more you get on, obviously it's freshly cut, so it's damp as well. You've got the moisture level in there. There's quite a bit of weight to shift around. But at least we've come into the BGA. You can drive through these silos. The MR engine might not get along with it when it properly gets going, but we'll see. Rather than putting a waiting point, we'll just wait for the slip message and then try and sneak them round somehow. I don't need to worry about driving on the left for this course, so we'll stick in the middle. We're a bit safer. So the indoor sound I've put on the tractor may be a little bit too good. It's very quiet in here. We're playing about with different sounds on it as well now. There's something else I can do a modding tutorial for. Just having a drink of water. A bit of a landslide on the right. At least you can hear the birds. It's a curious thing about the indoor sound scripting. It blocks off the tractor sound but not the environment or the implements or other tractors. So if I park this next to another Massey, I'll be able to hear the engine on that one Haven't yet found an indoor sound which blocks out the mall. If anyone does know, please write in the comments. My own scripting skills are lacking. I'm slowly getting there. I can read an LUA script now and it's not all hieroglyphics. I can actually understand what's loading what and what's going where. But writing my own is beyond me for now. But I'll get there in the end. I imagine it's one of those things that just clicks. You're seeing of scripting and eventually it is like learning another language. So eventually you start to figure out the patterns, see what you need, and then it's away you go. Right, they're turning for the BGA's the first one, because the second one's into the little water. No. Second one's into the field. The water place is there. Dairyman again. Not pig farmer. Right, for this, I think we're going to choose the one on the left. We're going to take it down here and get a little bit of a run up. Should probably go all the way around the back actually. Yeah, we'll go all the way around the back rather than making a tight turn. Make our lives a little bit easier. There we go, nice sweeping turn. Da 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 da. And away we go. Tip tip tip. Obviously you've got two BGA, so they can handle quite a lot of chaff, munch through it well. It's all about the liquid manure for us. There we go. Take him straight out and we'll go back out the middle. And we're going to go down the fall. The interest of keeping the tractors apart from each other. Back in the cab where it's nice and quiet. There's the bale shredder in front of you, or bale sail. It even says on the PDA. You can't read it at that zoom. There we go, bale sail. I should bring this up more often so people can see where we're going. You can hear the horn. Just. I wonder if the indicators work. Yeah, that's quite loud. Just as loud on the outside as well. Little things. Another thing about having a steering wheel is you find yourself with your right hand now free to press buttons. I'm using the steering wheel with my left hand. There's quite a lot of buttons on there anyway, but I'm now using the mouse as well as the pedals. So with the mouse I can operate the joystick controls for the loaders and such like. I have been told you can actually use a joystick for that as well, but I haven't got one of those yet. Might be something to look into for the future. But there has been talk of a Giant's special steering wheel. I think there's a survey up at the moment to whether or not should put effort into researching it and hopefully producing it. That would be cool. That's got all the buttons, all the features you'd need to play the game. Hopefully they're going to make it so you can also use it for different games. It is rather specialist equipment and probably has a nice price tag to go with. If it only works for Farming Simulator, it might be a little bit of a letdown. But hopefully the guys at Giants will see the potential for it being used in other games as well. Right, here we go. Come on! Watch the speedo. Massey Ferguson should not go this quick. This is fast track territory. Going down the fall is a lot more fun than trying to go up it. But yeah, back to the giant steering wheel. It looks cool. I think the images that are out so far, they're nothing finalised. It's only a sort of a rough idea of what it could be like. But you can definitely see the potential for it. Whether or not the wife would let me invest in one is another matter. The rest of the one I'm using at the minute was free off a good friend. Thank you very much. It has changed the way I play the game. It's made it a lot more enjoyable. And it's only a budget steering wheel itself. It's a Thrustmaster. I think he said it costs around £30 in the UK. He's upgraded now to something a lot more powerful. Force feedback left, right and centre. The pedals he's got are all hydraulic. Resistance dampened. I've had a go at it. The thing nearly ripped my arm off. But he's got himself into racing games at the moment. He's thoroughly enjoying those. I think I'll stick with the farming. A simple life, pottering about in a tractor. Right, we're nearly back anyway. As you can see, field 6 in front. The one just to the left on the PD8 is where we're heading. And then it's back to it. Right, here we go. Zoom out so we get him in the right place. And stop there. F9 BGA 3 or 4? We'll go for 4. Alright, combine, continue on. Where you were, sir? No combine in reach. Well, that's a blatant lie. There we go. Off you pop. Right, you need to carry on for now. Just to get back to the field. As you can see, we did fill up with just a little bit left. 2,000 litres. Right, you should be able to jump onto this course without too much difficulty. I hope. If he's just going to pull up there, say he's waiting, very happy. There we go. Just got to keep our eye on the sheep guy. He's a little way off yet. Oh, wrong way. Still rescuing the tractors from the hedges. Oh, bugger. I seem to have tabbed out of the game. Oh well, where were we? Let's not do that again. Sorry about that. My computer's up to something that it shouldn't be up to. Ooh, you demon. Now play nice. Come on. I think the combine's done a little bit of silly dancing again there. That's why it's gone nuts. I was monitoring the clamp at the time. Alright, let's see. We should have enough space now for this to circle round and do its thing. Yes. It's going to straighten up, do a U-turn down here, jump in behind the combine, and everyone's going to be happy. Happy, happy, happy. I hope. I see the car starts in front of us now. So it's going to be a nice little U-turn when he gets there. Right, you on the other hand need to come with me. Reset course. Stick him on the BGA bunker 4. Hopefully he's still set for the combine. Yes. Turning on the nearest waypoint now, he's going to jump to the end of the course and do a suicide dive into the bush. I think we're doing enough tractor rescues at the moment without having to deliberately send one. What's the Massey doing? He's got a suicide dive. He hasn't. Oh, but is he now going to hit this one? Hey, we could be in full auto. We'll see how this works out. The Massey is going to make his way up there. As he's the second odd, he's not going to have a problem. I'll say that now. 15 minutes in. We're looking good. At the speeds in the BGA, we're going to drop that down. They're only sort of narrow, well, short clamps. They're not too long. So we'll put him down to 2. And the rest of them. Loving that scroll feature still. Makes life so much easier. Better put them all back on there. So that just in case we need to stop them. We'll keep our eye on the Massey, make sure he's not misbehaving. Oh, here we go. The next test. Is he going to dive into the hedge or is he going to survive it? He's not trying to turn, he's going straight for the hedge. What are you doing? Oh dear. Now this could be a part of the pathfinding feature to the courseplay, because he drove straight off the field. I'll try from there. It could be he was just getting his waypoint out of the way. Also, it could have been he was looking for the grass headland around the outside of the field. I don't know how in depth the courseplay goes yet. It's still new to me. Obviously, the developer version as well, there could be ideas in here that have not been fully realised yet. But I do get the feeling we're going to be waiting a long time. For these guys to get up there, they're all going up at the same time. Yes, this field is going to have to be finished off camera, but at least I can show you what we're doing, a little bit of it anyway. I wonder what the bunker compacting scale of the telehandler is. 201,000 left. We still may need some more implements yet. I'm a little unwilling to shell out. So it's when we get the pigs going, they're going to start breeding. We need to buy trailers, but we could take the harvesting by then. Oh, wrong button. Because obviously we've got 133,000 litres of barley. There's a little bit where you start off with everything else. We're good on straw. We have a shed load of grass that we could use for silage. Now there's an idea. No free space. We can put these guys back, can't we? Just don't have to worry too much about getting under the chute yet. There's nothing being made until we get the silage out. But that won't be too long. We're going to end up with a full bunker of silage there. Good. Put this particular bit of straw back. looking at that, there's no collisions on the trailer in the air. Quite handy. Oop, forwards. So I've now got my shuttle control on the mouse and I keep forgetting to use it. It is quite handy because there's a lot of vehicles that use IC, especially the mods, and the activation button for that is normally spacebar, which is also a default shuttle control for the MR. So now I've got a steering wheel, it makes it a lot more fun actually having them in T1. So there's a lot more control over this. Oh dear. There we go. Always helpful. One down. Where's the other one? Where's the Massey? Yeah, they are there. The Massey's nearly at the top. Here's the other guy. Just have a quick wander over here. I use the keyboard for this and the mouse to look around, see what we are with this one. F1. Ooh, hay and straw needs putting in here again. Just to top it up to 100%. So we can do that in a minute. We'll go check on the Massey. Wrong way. Where are you? You're there, you little demon. That works. Red Devil is on the back window. That was a mod released called Ad Strip. You can put logos and such things on vehicles. It's a lovely little mod. So in Giant's editor, just import the mod, change the DDS file that's with it to whatever you want, and stick it on your vehicle, scale it up or down to what size you want, and there you go, logos. I've just used them for a couple of window transfers, but you can put on contractors, images, pictures, slogans, bumper stickers, whatever you want. At 22 minutes in, silaging's going well. Let's see how this works out. Put the PDA back to that, see where the other guys are. He's just... it's about halfway up the climb actually, not just at all. But this is where it's going to get a little interesting, because obviously these are the baby tractors. A Zerion 5000 might be better than getting this over when it's a full heap. So I did have a little issue on another game, reversing the course play into the bay. I'm going to have to experiment with that and maybe try again. So on this map, this could be the last time we use field 9 for silaging. The better field for us is going to be field 21 and just fill up the BGA, as there was 4 bunkers there. But we'll see if we get the money together for that, because I don't think field 21 is very cheap. End, isn't it? Yes. Field management. 21, 98,000. It's doable. It's doable. We'll definitely look into that. Field 21 might be too big. Field 9's going to do quite a lot. There are 4 bunkers. That'll give us plenty of silage to feed into the bunker. Well, the digesters. Silage is good money. You're getting there. Oh dear. How have you managed to catch you? Why are you not in 4-wheel drive? You're not in 4-wheel drive. I wonder. Seem very close. Obviously he's going to hit the top now, pick up speed and shoot off. And the Massey does have a little bit more power than the pair of these two. And 142 with boost. Oh, I've got the Massey at 200. To boost up to 250. Haha. Plenty of power, but it's still nowhere near the bigger ones. Obviously the Steigers are mad. They've not got the speed. Ooh, 310. Nice. That's the slow one. Hehe. Yeah, these are the dream machines as far as the MRing goes. It hasn't done the white roof. No. Oh well. Maybe it's just this vehicle pack. There we go. The X72, that's the powerhouse. But that's only 275. I go far enough here. Oh, I was looking at the wrong one then. Yeah. 310. 168. Who could buy one of those? Ooh. Behave. We're okay at the minute. Right, where's the other little devil? He's tipping. He seems to have got through it. Have you just survived the fall? Yes. Next one then. Right, you made it over. This is good. I think I'll hang on to the money for now, just in case we need to use it for something more important. So 3 tractors is more than enough for a farm. For this size anyway at the moment. We've got 2 telehandlers up and down. We're going to be buying possibly a loading shovel shortly. Didn't even turn on 4-wheel drive. Plenty of slip now though. Is that actually going in? Yes. So this is what I was worried of. So they're going to get stuck there and they're just going to slip. It's going to bring up the error message when we close down the PDA. We'll just have to come up. So if we can get around either side on the bay to reverse them in at the other end and obviously bring them here, set them going again. Minor problem. Right, the Massey, looking at the PDA, is just going past field 7. These two are just coming out of here. We're getting there. That bigger tractor with a boost would double the horsepower of these machines. Oh well. There's always the option of harvesting what's left as well. I think it's more important for us to start making money rather than saving up for a great demand. When are the great demands? So with a PDA fix, we do get to find out. We have wheat and canola coming up in 3 days and 4 days. Potatoes, we have no way of harvesting potatoes at the minute. And it's only the 1 row. Yes. I suppose with course plates not that much of an issue, but we're going to have to lose a lot of the field to avoid the headland problems. I think I'll wait on the potatoes and sugar beets. Maybe do that before we close the series out. That was an option of another loan. Ooh, maybe not. Yeah, we're not going to get a loan out of these guys again. They're not going to be willing, I don't think. New vehicles, 843,000. Because we bought... Ooh, just about to go down the fall. See how fast he ends up. Cosplay doesn't fancy speeding. It wussed out. Oh well. I wonder if the masses made it back yet. Oh wait, there we go. He has. Hopefully then everything's working fine now. 1, 2, 3. This is the fourth headland. Heading on, isn't it? Yes, fourth headland. So to get cosplay working in this field, we've had to use up this much. Good old hedges. Cosplay's best friend is nice, wide open spaces. Oh, the moment of truth. How far will he go? Oh dear. Well, that was a deliberate suicide. That's rather strange. I wonder if the cosplay is trying to take them off the fields then. Obviously no good on the Oldbrook because every field has nice hedges. The same as it is in all Britain really. Unless there's a field backing on, but then there's a dike normally set of evaporating them. So cosplay will stick it to the dike, which we're not going to get out of with an MR tractor. Dike being a ditch for water drainage in real life. Oh well, back on his way again. We do need to find a way of compacting the silage though. Where are you? There you are. Let's find out just how good at compacting this little devil is. If it is at all. The answer is it's not. And now we have it stuck. Is she climbing out? Nope. Oh dear. Pick up a bit of speed, hopefully we can get her out that way. There we go. Yeah, let's not do that. Aha! We're going to be there a long time with this though. I wonder if we've got anything in the shop. Be miscellaneous. If there is, we do have this. She's a new download, but requires a 3-point hitch. It's definitely going to be our best friend. I may do it later on, send a tractor running around with it after they're finished actually filling the bays. See what we're using at the minute. Coming in at 90, that would leave us with 100,000 left. Could buy another Massey, could buy the little Fent. We don't have to use one of these again, but it kind of defeats the object if we don't. That's as low as I'd like to go with horsepower. Well, we'll stick with what we have for now. If anything, I'll be upgrading to these. And for the extra ponies, I'll be upgrading to that one. But that's in the future. We'll wait. About the compactor, that could be the next episode. We'll start work on those, but for now, we'll put this guy back to bed. get under the roof, but will he get over the trailer? Yes. Aha. Right, while everyone's happily harvesting, are they? Oh. Oh, that makes a refreshing change. It worked. Hehehe. Pigs. We don't have any water running around yet. That would be an idea to start, wouldn't it? But again, well, it doesn't necessarily require a tractor. We could use the telehandlers. Drag a water trailer around. Something to consider. Get the pigs breeding. Also, the more pigs we have, the more liquid manure we'll get. Ah, they're actually working though. We have one pig in each sty. Hehe. Good, good. See, that one pig has made us 3,000 litres of liquid manure. 70 cows have only made 4,000 litres in the same period of time. Well, whenever I threw the straw in their wheat windrow. That's the Animal HUD mod, by the way, anyhow. I'll dig out a link and throw that on at the bottom of the video. This is the V2, which includes the pigs. I believe the first one didn't. And this is obviously transparent, so you can see through it. Can be a little difficult at times in bright sun. But by moving the camera around, you can normally stick it on something to be able to see it. There you go. Sky works okay. Ooh. Oh dear, this could be an issue for these two. Looks like the Massey's got more power, she gets up there a little easier. 0.3. 32% slip. Yes, if we'd have stayed with the bigger trailers, we would be having a serious problem here. I think these two tractors just would not have done it. You may have noticed I've altered the height of the weight as well currently for getting into and out of silage pits. Just gives it a bit more clearance at the front, because obviously it is a collidable object. You run into a pile with it and you hit. So with it raised up like that, you get that little bit more. Well, the tyres basically hit the pile first and up she goes in theory. And the Massey is a different example because the weight's still lower down. It's to do with the actual 3-point hitch on the Massey itself. It's set lower on the tractor, so it alters the positioning. So the Massey's not got as much clearance now as these two guys have. Let's see how the Massey copes with the BGA while we're up here, and then we'll go play about with the telehandler before we end the episode. Fill in the pig farm mixing station, so we're just waiting on the silage. I'll be able to see here what I mean by raising the weight. Just there you go, kicks in the 4-wheel drive. Is she beached? Yes. There we go then. Stop the driver. This is what I was worried was going to happen. So these piles weren't first designed by Giants with the MR engine in mind. And the vanilla vehicles normally fly up them without too much difficulty. How much can this hold then? 10% at 100,000. Oh, that's $1 million per silo then. Plenty of silage. Right, drive the cost from there. Obviously, sneaking around the side like that, where it's a little bit lower, seems to work quite well, but obviously when it fills up properly, we're going to have to back it in from this side, or the other side. This side will work better for us, because we can scoot round the back, and then reverse in, tip, and send them on the way on the cosplay again. Right, well now we know what's going to happen. We'll go play with this guy. Get a little bit more in our mixing silos, or mixing station. Aha! And I changed them back, as I said I was going to do. These are the standard mixing stations now, as released. As if you remember watching an early episode, there was a custom one that I was playing about with myself, changing the objects and textures. Just for something a little different. Right, here we go. Middle one for grass. There we go. That's the hay filled up. I think the mixing station will take dry grass, tedded grass, which is hay, or it will take fresh grass. Just depends how seriously you like to play with it. Or if you're any good with Giants Editor, you can always go into that and change the fill types. I haven't yet done any cosplay modding tutorials on Giants Editor, but they will be coming up shortly. Seem to actually be getting a little low on straw now. Where are we? Pulse back through to 1. Yes. We haven't got much more use for it as of yet. Everywhere's full. And we do have a wheat great demand coming up. That I do want to catch, so we'll have plenty of straw to pick up again. Now we're making progress with the silage nearly ready. I think the next episode is going to be breaking out this liquid manure, ferrying it down to the fields 6 and 9, and getting them fertilised. There we go. That's both mixing stations full up, ready to be used. Well, when we get the silage side. Oh wait. Oh, we need to go to tip anyway, aren't we? Forwards. Oh, there is the little silage bay over here as well. We could stick some of that grass in there, because it's not really going to get used for much else now. So when the mixed rations get fed into the cows, they prefer those. And we'll pretty much leave the grass alone and chew through that. Grass being fairly easy to get hold of, especially on this map with the 3 paddocks. Obviously we've got paddock 1 all course played up now. I believe it will have regrown again. No, not yet, not quite yet. Field 9's got plenty left to harvest. We're going to be there a while. But yeah, there's paddock 1 there, paddock 2's over here by the sheep, and paddock 3 in the corner over here. You see, paddock 1's the biggest one, so we're playing in that. and we have a lot. Just going to dive down to here and see how much is actually in this silo. There we go, 400,000. Yes, I'm going to be quite a while with 27. May try and figure out a little cosplay route for this. Using the conveyor itself. Or I could do the modding tutorial for installing the map silo band conveyors into the storages. That'll make life a little easier. Here's our little silo up here. There we go. He's back down there. Where? Oh. Well, that's curious. How these two managed to tip and the Massey didn't. I wonder. The Massey must have a... Well, it does, doesn't it? It's got the drive shafts underneath it and they'll make it lower. Yes. That huge gearbox underneath the Massey ruins its ground clearance. Also the 3 points lower on the front as well. And are you going to do it, I think? Yes, you are. Suicide dive. And you're supposed to be driving behind the combine as well. Not good. Are you going to go straight back into the hedge, or are you going to turn? Straight back into the hedge. Okay then. We'll have to try this ourselves before we end the episode. Set him going. We should be getting ready for the up and down part now. Yes, there we go. Here enough perfectly matched using the foot paddles. Still, where have you been all my gaming life? Right, I'll just see if I can realign him on his own now, so he doesn't confuse himself. But anyway, we'll end the episode there. Thanks for watching. This is episode 5 of the OEB Let's Play series on Oldbrook V2. Catch you all later. Bye.